So a number of the packages have shown up for our Hack Sioux Falls event. I've got a whole bunch of little breadboards here. This isn't all of them, but it's a bunch of them. I also have a bag full of some switches down here. I've got this giant bag. I think this just has some connector wires in it. And then I've got this giant box full of things here, which I haven't even gone through yet. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at each of them. So let's take a look at these. These are solderless breadboards. They're a very important part of building any circuits. These will allow us to plug in components, kind of like these little integrated chips here in the middle, and then we can run connector wires out and back to the Arduino. So really valuable when it comes to doing some electronics, since everything needs to have a nice little home. All right, so in here, I think they're just switches. I ordered a lot of little switches. I think they're really cool, and I think there's so much practical use. These ones are little square buttons. They'll hook into a breadboard or they can be soldered in. These ones have different colored tops on them, so you can see some yellow and some blue. Here's a bag of green ones, and here's some red ones. So I showed in my previous video, I had a bunch of other switches that we're going to be using as well. So these are just some larger ones that we'll have available. Here I've got some 9-volt battery terminals and wires. I don't know if we're going to need these because I've got these little power banks that I've built with those 18650s. But these are also convenient if we want to do something a little bit different with one of the solderless breadboards. And here's a bunch of wires. These are called hookup wires. They go into those breadboards. Each of these packs has about 30 wires, a couple different lengths as well. And these will get plugged into the breadboards and then go to any sensors or back into the Arduino. Then I've got this giant box here of stuff. I haven't gone through it yet. Right on the top were some of these WS2812s. These are the same thing that's in the light strips. I've got one out here, and each of these colors, these LEDs, can be individually addressed. These are just kind of some little mini ones. If anybody wants to put them on a project, I thought they were kind of neat, and they were pretty cheap. So I've got a bunch of those. And the rest of the box was filled with little Arduino Unos. So here's one of them. These are very nice little prototyping boards, and these were pretty inexpensive. I think they were around $4 a piece. These are a little bit different than some of them. They have an extra row here, and they included in the pack of each of them one of these male headers. So I think I'll probably end up soldering them on. You can see they fit right next to the female headers. I think that'll be a little bit useful to some of the connectors that we've got. Have female connectors. So anyway, there we go. We've got a bunch of Unos. Got a bunch of wires, LEDs, lights. The only thing we're missing so far is the LED strips. I'm expecting them any day now. Well, there you go. There's a big pile of Arduino Unos, and that's just a couple of them. Got a whole box full of them right there. So if you haven't signed up yet, I've only got about 4 or 5 spots open, so you better do so quick. You can head over to hacksiouxfalls.com and register. And if you're a parent or an adult that wants to volunteer, I've got a spot for you as well. You can go ahead and check out in the ticket section. There's one for volunteers, and I'd like to have as many people that want to come and help out and learn as well. So go ahead and register and sign up as a volunteer, and you'll get additional information from me as we get closer. So hacksiouxfalls.com is the URL. Looking forward to seeing you. If you have any questions, let me know.